on.
No. Oh, I know.
It is working.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me. I don't. I need. Let me just. It is working. Now, can you just
Don't believe me.
follow me now? Follow me now. No, just stay there because I need this as a reference. You're still recording? Yeah. The only reason I've done that now is so I know when I'm doing the vocal, when I jump up and down, I can link it. You see, that's what it is. Because I haven't got a clapperboard, have I? Right. So, what do we? Well,
Want me to keep rolling?
yeah, you just keep. And so if I said to you now, right?
Yeah.
100-day challenge, what would you say to me?
What's that?
Yeah. And the reason you would say, what's that?
I wasn't here
Because you were wagging it yesterday and the rest of us were here, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean? Thanks, Ken. Thanks. Right. So, we do a 5 to 10 minute little short thing here. I'm going to book this up and then we got it and it's a bit of fun and blah, blah, blah. But what we are talking about is something that's really quite serious. We are talking about, let's see if the fourth wall works, we're going to talk about the
100-day challenge.
Okay, the 100-day challenge. Okay, so we're talking about the 100-day challenge. Now, if we remember what we were talking about the 100-day challenge yesterday, we said, now I'm going to have to use metaphor now, so if I can shift the camera this way, follow, don't worry about them, I'm the good-looking one, right? So, we're saying that your doctoral journey has to start somewhere. We're also saying that you could do it in 120 days. 120 days from start to finish. Now, Joe, say that again.
Get out of here.
Well, we're going to prove to you you can. When I say 120, we said we'd settle for 3 times that, which is 360 days, 1 year, in 1 year's time. So, what do you need to do? You just need to take, well, what do we need to do? We need to take one step at a time. And if we can imagine that wall over there, so that wall there is your handing, that's your complete handing. So, what we're going to do is take step by step by step. Now, the traditional route is you need to know where you're going in order to take your first step. But what we're saying is,
You don't need to know. All we have to do is take the step and keep going.
you need to take the step and keep going. You need to be brave. It really is just about bravery and stupidity, mostly. That's not strictly true. It might be mostly about stupidity. But in order to get to your handing on that doctorate, we know it's about hope, confidence and bravery. So, I'm going to take a step. And am I going to be better off? No, I haven't got a clue what's going on. I just haven't got a clue, so I take another step. I'm now on, say, symbolically, what's that, day 10? I still don't know what I'm doing. And you might be saying, well, what's the point? But what I am doing in between is I'm still doing the writing, I'm still doing the diary, I'm still doing, what are all those things we're meant to be doing? I'm still looking after myself physically as well.
The sketches and visual.
We're doing, so we're being creative. We're suggesting in the first bit, creativity is more important than having any brilliant research questions or ideas. Now the thing is about this, the metaphor is you are building your ship at sea, Joe. When I say sea, Joe, I mean sea, Joe. Right. You're building your ship at sea. So I'm going to build a bit more. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got day 50. I still don't know what I'm doing, but what I could possibly do is turn around and go, well, I've done this. So now I'm being inductive. I'm using that experience to go, so if I've done all that, none of that worked, this, that and the other, maybe this is the thing. I only need to know what to do next. We learned that, didn't we? One step is all you need to do. So, bump. Now what I've got here, if you can focus in on the, let's see, I know it's difficult, take your eyes off me, but go, now what we got here, go a bit closer, just so people don't have to stop the video. All right, so, this is the notion of the storyboard. And I've always sort of considered doing this, but it was someone in the audience who gave me the idea last night. Right. So when Simon said to me last night, would it be possible for me to use the 100-day challenge to map out all of my doctorate? Is that a goer? Is that something that you could do? I haven't finished yet. And this isn't about Simon, it's about me.
You stole my idea.
I never stole it, I was going to say it anyway.
Reference.
Yeah, reference Simon. But there is an interesting overlap between mapping something out and this idea of the storyboard, and it got me thinking. When we're making a film, when we're making anything, when the director's doing a bit, he has a storyboard of how it goes. It doesn't mean the film turns out that way, but it does mean. So I know for why you guys can download this, and I'll try and make a link to it so you don't have to when it's on the video. But if you'll start to see, you'll see you need to start from conception to connections. Then you need the confidence just to know it's good enough, each step at a time. That's all you need to know ever about the next thing you're going to do. Remember, you're going to do your doctorate in 360 days. 360 days. You don't even have to finish the second year. I never said that, Hilary, I promise. Be good enough. Storyboarding is not static. You are taking step by step, and every step gets you closer to there, but you just didn't know what you were going to get. So there's that. Freedom to express, creativity. That's more important than anything. And so what I've got here, I've got a bit of a handout, and it's, consider conceptions, connections, confidence, creativity, and all that malarkey. But write your storyboard, write it as someone else, do this, a simple start, devise a time frame. Why didn't I think I was doing this? Thank you, Simon. Devising your time frame. That's the place you guys have got to start your 100-day challenge. That's the thing you're going to do tomorrow,
Not
day
Gantt
one.
chart.
Well, there is a difference between a Gantt chart, because a Gantt chart, you already think you know where you should end up. And that's the deductiveness. So Gantts are generally great if you can conceive of an outcome, and then you're going to go, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to get this outcome. But I'm not thinking we're suggesting that. We're suggesting induction. Induction is how the hell do you know where you're going to go? Because if you knew where you're going to go, you'd be there already. So it's like a Gantt chart, but it isn't the same in that respect. So that's your first part of your challenge. The next time we meet in 30 days' time, all of you guys, if that would have come just a minute later, I could have ended on that. What you're going to do is you are going to devise your whole doctorate, and what me and Simon talked about yesterday, even if you've got big gaps, which you're going to have, where you've got 5 pages where you should have a literature review or something, and you're going to have a research question, and you're going to have this, that and the other. That's what you're going to do. Welcome to the 100-day challenge. What's this mean?
Cut.
What?
Cut.
Does that?
Yeah, done.
Oh, I thought you were going to. I thought.